Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk. Last time we had a little date with the elf and the dwarf in a toilet, and we rescued a hamster. So now
drawing. What is it?
we need to make sure we get back to the elevators, and we're going to go hand Moo back to the gentleman who had lost Moo. So I think we should be able to get there relatively quickly. I debated jump cutting through this, but it should just be like one extra bit of hallway, and we get to the elevator. And we can go from there to the basement. Then we go from the basement to the card room into the bloke who lost him. And here we are at the bottom of the elevator.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're taking a left and a right back to the gambling den. Simple stuff. Provided we don't end up in some big giant fight in the interim, but I think we'll be fine. They can't put random encounters in every bit of hallway and the like, can they?
Moo? Moo! You found him! Moo!
Yeah, that was a unique quest.
Yeah, and we never talk about it again, right? Let's forget it.
Moo! That's awesome! Let's go and butt-kick some evil together!
It's so moving when friends are brought together.
And it doesn't take long to see who's the brains. Haha.
Make way, evil! I have a hamster!
So, Moo is returned. Do we get some rewards? 80 coins, that's basically a long rest. 480 gold for, experience for everybody. Alright, simple stuff. Back to the elevator. Then we need to go back to the tavern, because the tavern has the only entrance up to the 4th floor, which is then our way up to the 5th floor, where the demon that we need to find is. So, to the tavern first. Here we are. And then the other question to ask is, do we want to take a long rest while we're here? Because we're all kind of a bit injured, and for the cost of what I think would be 7 health potions, we could probably just spend the 100 gold on a rest with the barman, so we're in tip-top shape to carry on. I don't know if I'm like overdoing it with the rests, but between all the other D&D based games I play, I feel like long resting between adventures is the way to go about things. So if we check the map here, we can see that off in this direction is the way to the 5th floor. So let's be having you, shall we? I don't know if we should be looking for traps this early. Gold, Shrimpy Way, Anthropological Function of the Goblin. Someday we'll finish off a book collection and see what that's all about. And it's just a simple staircase up to the 4th floor. We can see, actually, clipping through the walls, we can see the garden and the outdoors there, which is interesting. But for now, up we go, I suppose.
Smells like green skin around here. Reeks of goblin.
Fight!
I hate goblins. They're dirty, messy, they cut down trees, and they do weird stuff to squirrels.
When you put it like that, you almost make them seem nice. But they're the worst. They dig all over the place, attack our mines, and steal our gold.
Let me guess. He said they taste good?
Oh, you've made progress with your ogreish.
Right, so there's the threat of enemies all around at any given moment. As much as this sneaking tool is good for making sure we don't accidentally fall into traps, it is awfully slow. That side there is not an entrance we can take. And over here we have some kind of quest marker. Probably combat, as that's the general theme of the game, but I don't know what to expect. Is that frozen goblins? Frozen goblins? Something very icy. Well, we can probably come off the thief for this bit. We've got some explosives on this side. A couple of gates. Let's just check the rest of the perimeter before getting involved in the circle. Try the door. Currently locked.
This place sucks. It reeks of goblin dung.
A sign on this door.
Xona bike. It's locked.
What's up? Can't you pick the lock?
This is weird. The keyhole is unlike anything I've ever seen. It looks like some kind of plumbing contraption.
Admit it, you're as good at picking locks as I am at knitting pony sweaters.
Hey, you know, ponies get cold in the winter.
I didn't invest any points in lockpicking on my character sheet. I'm a thief, not a burglar.
There's a sign.
It says, thanks to some who can't hold their liquor, the 5th floor is off limits until further notice. If you can't read, tough luck. Ratified by Ravex, head steward.
Ah, well, there you go. Too bad we were so close. The only thing left to do is to go back to the tavern and wait for the world's end. We'll see it to the lager end.
Strange. This chicken scratch looks like goblin drawing.
Look out! Someone's coming.
Wait, what are you doing here? This floor is a bum-free area.
Ah, another talking goblin. That's just wrong.
Half-goblin, you grouchy short pants. By my plunger, I'm the head steward of this dungeon.
Ah, good timing. We're looking for the key to the 5th floor.
And we'd have to wipe off our boots on your face.
I'm going to whack you.
I can't waste my time on you, numbnuts. Guards, slaughter these fools for our master's glory.
Right, they're out of that door that was previously locked, and we've got 9 other goblins here, it looks like. So, looks like we could be in for a big one here. These frozen ones. Frozen for 2 turns, so I don't know if we want to get them down before they have their opportunities to kind of parry and riposte and stuff back. We have the Goblin Chief. No one really knows the life expectancy of goblins, to be honest. They still die a natural death. Still, this is one looks older than the others. And it looks like they're all wielding swords. Anyone with... Oh, this one's got blunderbusses. So there is some ranged attacks to be concerned with. Right, where do we want to put everyone? This is primed to explode. So Wizardess might be able to do something with area of effect over there. This also looks primed to explode. So let's see what we can do with cover and our individuals. I don't know if this is a wet, icy floor or whether it's just giving the illusion of that. But I'm going to be upset if we have to deal with injuries or falling down thanks to the ice in place. Right, I think that's as good as we're going to get without extra cover and the like. So, let's fight. We obviously have our lovely guy up first, and I think defensive maneuver here. With so many attacks against us with this many creatures in the order, I think being defensive is not a bad plan. We do of course have Adrenaline Surge, Unexpected Life Support, a Welcome Teleport, and a Last Stand, all charged if we wish to use them. I don't know what that did. And these guys are immune to something? I'm only slightly confused. Overwatch, Paladin, okay. Less Lethal Hammer of Justice, Lawful Retaliation, Judge Judy's Circuitor, and our Divine Aroma. I think now is the wrong time for Divine Aroma because we're not going to be able to very easily get behind all these creatures. So I think just straight up attacks are going to be the way to go. Let's hit the weaker one, see if we can't get ourselves fewer enemies in their orbit. Barbarian. Rib Crusher, push creatures away. If we could push this guy away, we get 2 opportunity attacks. That seems like a great time.
You show up, Snow White.
Alright, that went okay. Okay, some of them are falling on the ice, and some of them appear to be immune, which is an interesting problem. It looks like we have a 5% chance of falling on certain tiles every time we move through them, which is possibly going to be a problem. I concede. That guy's on Overwatch. If we can get to here, we have a chance of attacking that one that's down. Good stuff. And if we can push them back, we might hit the other static one. Excellent. Dwarf. I'd like to get this exploded before these 2 statues have an opportunity to move away.
Watch out! They're pull my hair!
Are they not explosives? They are. There is a torch there. Okay. We do obviously need to make 2 attacks against it, though. Only 6 damage is not a bad place to be. We can move this far without ending up on the ice or within this Overwatch space. Summoning of the Killer Bunny. I forgot we took this. Summons a cute bloodthirsty spirit to vampirize an enemy. Gives back to the wizardess as many health points and astral energy as it deals damage. Well, let's not do that because we're currently at full health. So we don't need to commit that kind of energy to an attack that's going to heal us. If we move 1, 2, 3 tiles ahead, this will go 1, 2, 3 tiles ahead. We won't be able to get all of these guys, unfortunately. We could slap this one away and have a chance at some opportunity attacks again. Or we could just attack some of these frozen guys with a standard attack. Let's go after this right now, before they thaw. Make that an easier kill later. This guy with a blunderbuss. And the thief here...
You mean goblins?
Seems like a simple enough turn. Yep, no reason to make that any more complicated than it is. Elf. We're going to take... Oh, we can't take a ranged shot whilst we're within the space of this guy. And that guy's got Overwatch against us, which is really not great. So we'd have to move to here, risking 2 shots on only 46 HP. Unideal. We could teleport out of this space. Where can we still make that shot from? Probably here. Okay. We're still going to trigger the Overwatch, but now we can make a ranged attack against this. Worth it, I think. Ogre on the front lines taking lots of hits. Nice to see the misses included in there, though. Looks like this guy's just defending rather than overwatching. This one is thawed. A couple of them still haven't. Where do we best want to place our attacks now? As ever, I'd like to remove things from the turn order entirely, just so that our foes have fewer turns against us. But it doesn't look like we have any particularly great shots. No one in our direct vicinity needs emergency healing. So let's come to here and get a backstab instead.
And I stopped making chairs for this.
Damn. Excellent. They'll remain on fire as well, I think. Woof. That was a big strike.
Slick as a bar soap.
Right, Paladin. I think we're just gonna hit the stuff in front of us very hard. If we risk... Oh, we don't risk an attack of opportunity getting to here. We just have to make 2 6% chances not to fall. And then we can attack these two creatures at the same time. Excellent. Oh, come on. Game. That's going to fuel our randomia thing, though. And with our burp in the same AoE, we can try and knock these guys out for a little moment. Yep, they're stunned. That's gone really well. Dwarf. We can't charge. We could try and get this guy to be prone.
And boost! Right away!
Yep, that's gone well. They missed their turn. We still have our AoE attack, so if we take... How many steps forward? We want to get that guy in and these guys out, so 1 step forward. Hits 4 of them at once, which is pretty good going. Very nice. That one's on Overwatch. Elfie over here, I think we could do a ricochet shot. Try and get some kills.
You sack of goat shit!
Or we could try and get the thief up. The thief has at least 2 more turns before they're really a problem. And the elf and the ranger both have healing. So I think for now, we might worry more about trying to get multiple hits in. Right, well, this one's still on fire, so they might even die for 4 HP to the fire. This thing has 1 HP left, which is not too much to worry about either. Thief out of action for another turn. Lovely miss. These guys are paralyzed. We're going to hit the guy who is currently led down in front of us.
Slayed! Totally slayed!
That made that a lot easier. And we'll take 1 step to the right here. Get behind the elf. I don't know if that's going to benefit us, but we're doing it. This one is thawed. That's a bad time. And a bunch of these guys are now encouraged, which is not great. And a bunch more stuff is on Overwatch. We do not have ranged attacks as the Paladin. We're going to take 2 attacks if we move. So, a prayer to judge you that slightly raises the protection of all allies in the area. I think that's pertinent, and if we put it there, then those 2 guys swarmed with enemies are going to have higher protection. And we'll just end our turn in place. That guy puts himself at the end of the order. We're back to the Barbarian. We do not have enough points to use any of our big stuff. So we're going to hit somebody, and preferably somebody that we can probably kill. Very nice. There was an argument for hitting the one that wasn't dazed, but I'd rather just have them out of action.
Find this some easy adversaries. I think.
And those blunderbusses are not accurate. Right, unfortunately, we cannot belly bump right now, so it's just going to be a standard attack. But again, we should be able to just kill this guy. And their numbers really are winding down now. Who do we want to try and hit from here? Where is the thief? The thief is currently down. We're going to have to heal them with somebody shortly. If we stand here, can we make that shot? We'll find out. We cannot. How about if we do this? That should work.
Good deal, Waller!
Not the best use of that power, but one less opponent is one less opponent. Do we have our big slap? We do. So if we try and slap this guy, we should get 2 opportunity attacks against it if it does move.
Those cowards are running.
Oh, we missed that last hit point. Still, great turn. Right, I think it's about time we got the thief up. Or are we going to do that with the ranger and let the elf actually attack somebody? We'll let the ranger do it, because the elf has, I think, better ranged attacks. Alright. Thief needs saving imminently. Oh no, we took 1 damage. Woe is us.
Let's slaughter them.
I wonder what it is that they're doing to be immune to falling on the ice. Right, this guy. We need to use our field med kit. First aid. Thief.
Tough it out.
You're back up, friend. You might feel forgotten, but you're not. Right, this guy needs to put himself out imminently, otherwise he's got problems. More overwatching over there. And over here. But for us right now, just a plain standard attack. Probably going to see the end of this one. And we get 30 of our power back, so that we can probably less lethal Hammer of Justice next turn, which will be lovely.
That didn't hurt. Ow.
And we are poisoned, which is unideal. Right, let's go for 2 attacks against this guy. Man, that's a bad time. Right, if we can get the elf to heal him immediately, we will. Who's left? I can't tell which baddie. It's this guy here. They actually are at risk of hitting the barbarian. So let's heal the barbarian with our special magics. Oh, they're going after... No, they are after the barbarian, so that's good. That saves us potions and wounds and the rest. One HP there, not a problem. Right, there can't be many of them left. Like 5 more, it seems. Can we make the shot through these boxes? We cannot, but we can move. Camera. Let's move to there so that we have no chance of slipping. And we'll get a ranged attack in. Excellent work. Right, we have our killer bunny, but we've not lost any HP, so we don't really need it. Someday, we will make great use of that attack. But not today. Does somebody want healing rather than attacking? Yeah, let's do that.
Greenskins make nice drumskins.
We don't have our slingshot shot back yet. So let's just go for the easiest kill with a backstab. 1 HP again. The game loves doing that to me today. And... sure, why not use a special attack when we haven't been able to do much else with the thief this fight? If we can push them back now somehow, even the better. They're just asking for killer rabbits now, aren't they? Right. Get the Overwatch guy, please. Thank you kindly. I appreciate that. Over here we can less lethal Hammer of Justice. And we've hit them retreating for their last 2. They're going to the door on the other side of the room. Paladin is done. Barbarian is poisoned, which is a bad time. But still not going to stop us dropping 1 hit point there. Then, is it just this guy left, it seems? So, Ogre. So you get to here. And just take a defensive stance. If they try and run by, we should be able to opportunity attack. Dwarf can do just about the same thing here by the door. And then we can try summoning the Killer Bunny. Excellent.
The Ranger leveled up.
Right. Do we want to heal anyone immediately? I don't think so. We get some gold. We get a goblin arm. We got a goblin surgeon belt. 1 slot, heals given 3. Goblin throat crushers, protection 2, health points 10. 2 ice bombs. Snafu's longsword. And the tunic of the Black Cat Guild of Thieves. Lots of fun stuff. Alright, we're not getting any extra plot just yet, so we'll do some equipping very quickly. Goblin Throat Crushers, 2 and 10 against 1 and 2.
Not bad.
That's an
Can I
easy
get another
change.
one?
Mining armbands we don't need.
Crap, what a mess.
The Ranger we're going to level up. So we have 1 active and 1 passive skill to choose, but we have to do it from the second tier of stuff. Lubut's Anticipation, a strategic analysis of the situation which improves movement for all nearby allies by spending... So it gives everyone +1 movement. Ranger can now use shields and gains +5 parry. The Ranger gains +1 attack of opportunity per turn. They can now make 2. Raises the precision of all allies until the end of combat and grants them additional Overwatch attack per round. Only 1 tactic may be in play. Extra Overwatches is very interesting. Gives them additional opportunity attacks per round. Also interesting, especially with our propensity to try and push stuff away in groups. Tactic Tortoise Formation raises protection, parry and dodge chance of all allies until the end of combat. Only 1 tactic can be in play. And Tactic Protection, parry dodge chance. I think the problem is we can have either charge or frontline in use. We can't have charge and frontline or defensive maneuver and frontline. So then the temptation is to go for Lubet's Anticipation, because we can have that running at the same time as one of our defensive maneuvers. A naive Hopeful Strike that does double damage on targets with full health. We could take that too.
A real leader needs real skills.
Oh boy. Decisions. Alright.
This is way more useful than stuffing chairs.
I'm going to take the Overwatch. And... Oh, and what? Hold on. This improves the Ranger's standard melee attack. It stuns if the target has full health. A naive strike that does double damage on targets with full health. Maybe we should be... Because if they're stunned, we don't need to worry about hurting them so badly. I'll take the Overwatch. Let's gain use of shields and lock that in. Otherwise, I'll be here for days. As for inventory... Snafu's Longsword. 22-28, 10-5, 1.5. That's definitely better.
Excellent.
And do we have anything else for the party? Limp Great Hammer. We're currently only using fists. Precision 26-42, 26-44. Okay, that's a massive upgrade, it seems.
If it stinks, it's my boots.
Right,
That's
I
my
think that's our
stuff.
upgrades. Unless... Do we have a shield we can give to you now? We are lacking in
No
shields.
way I'm giving it away.
We gave you your boots.
Or
Headgear of Spicy Mincing. So this is 1-3. This is 0-2 for courage.
The poor get poorer.
And the Tunic of the Black Cat Guild of Thieves. Protection 3, Agility 1.
Thanks. Is this for me, really?
Bandana of Mandibular Trophies. 2-2, 1-2. Savage Harness. 1-2, 4-3.
I've got some nuts for the squirrels.
Right. We're leveled up. We've doled out equipment. Join me next time where we will try and go through the mysterious door and see what else is going on here. Thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.